Hey there, let's talk about skin to skin. As a doula, I have helped hundreds of families through their birth and postpartum period. I have been a childbirth educator for over 10 years. And the one thing about all of it that I find incredibly fascinating is skin to skin. Skin to skin is amazing. But what is it? So basically, skin to skin is going to be baby's going to go onto your chest in likely just a diaper. You're naked up top, and baby's going to be on your chest to chest, skin to skin. This has an incredible amount of benefits. We're going to talk about those in a second, but it's not just for that first hour. So what will usually happen, particularly in a vaginal birth, baby's going to come out and they're going to go onto your chest, however high or long the cord is, and that's where they're going to hang out. And they're going to hang out there for about an hour until baby's had their first latch and has, had a good amount of time on your chest. So you don't have to have baby sort of whisked away immediately, unless they have to be, to have their weight done or have the newborn procedures done or anything like that. That can wait until baby's had that time at the chest for them to bond with you. That's one of the benefits. So skin to skin also isn't just for that first hour. It's for however long you want it to be. That can be an hour, 2 hours. You can do it every day. You can do it for the next few days. You can do it for the next few weeks, months, whatever. When things start getting weird, yeah. When your child says, no, mom, I don't want to do that anymore, then yeah, you're probably going to stop doing skin to skin. But it's not, as I say, just for that first hour. It's for however long you want it to be. We also recommend too that it's not just for the birthing parent either. It is for partners as well. Now, male partners, you do have a bit of a time limit with babies. So birthing parents are what we call thermal regulators. So your body will heat and cool depending on what your baby needs. So if they're up here and they're too cold, your body's going to heat up to warm them. If your baby is too hot, your body will actually cool down to draw heat away from them. I had a client once, I went to their home to do some feeding support, and baby was in sort of it was like a sunroom kind of office thing in their condo, and baby was really sort of bundled up and they were warm. They were quite toasty. So when they sort of stripped baby off to put them skin to skin to do the feeding, baby was obviously a little bit too warm. And this birthing parent's body actually, their temperature lowered so quickly, they actually started to shiver as baby was getting cooled down from being too hot. So, super cool. And we are also birthing parents. So for those having twins, we are actually bilateral thermal regulators. So if you have both babies, if one baby is too warm, that side will cool down. And if one baby is too cold, that side will heat up, depending on what each individual baby needs. Now, male partners, on the other hand, however, you're not thermal regulators. So having baby skin to skin, which is incredibly beneficial, your body will actually just start to heat and heat and heat and heat. So when it starts to feel a little hot for you, when it starts to get a little hot and sweaty for you, you need to pass baby off. And that's usually about an hour to 90 minutes into it. Because you have to remember, babies can't regulate their own body temperature. Newborns can't regulate their own body temperature. So they don't sweat. So if they are getting too hot, they're just getting too hot. So if you're getting too hot, so are they. So pass them back to the birthing parent or swaddle them up and put them down for a rest. Now, let's talk about the benefits of skin to skin. All right, let's talk about skin to skin, the good, the better, and the best. This is your baby's natural habitat. We talk about the 3 trimesters on the inside where they're growing and developing, but there's a 4th trimester, and that happens here on your chest, skin to skin. And this is where your baby is going to feel most happy, most comfortable. They can feel your skin, they can hear your voice, they can hear your heartbeat through your chest. That is what they've been hearing for the 40 odd weeks or less that they've been living under your heart. So this is where they feel safest. This is where they feel most comfortable. It actually helps accelerate their brain development. So being skin to skin with you, we want to have smart babies. So this is going to help to accelerate that brain growth and development. This is one of the biggest ones. It helps calm and soothe baby and helps to reduce stress. So having them skin to skin will reduce those stress hormones. It'll keep them calmer. They'll be much happier. I went to see a client one time and baby was 3 days old. So I usually go to see clients after the birth on the third day. When I got to their condo, knocked on the door, and the birthing parent opened up their door, and there was baby skin to skin in a wrap, all wrapped up. You couldn't see anything, but skin to skin in a wrap. She's holding a mug of tea or something. Hey, yeah, come on in. And that baby was unconscious. They were comfortable, happy, content, and this was where they wanted to be. And it allowed the birthing parent to be hands-free and do whatever they wanted to do and eat and even go to the bathroom wearing your baby. So one of the other biases I have is for baby wearing for wraps, because I think especially in the very beginning, and you can start on day one, is having that baby in a wrap, skin to skin, and you can still just sort of walk around your house and without exposing everything. We talked about the regulation of body temperature, how your body will heat and cool depending on what each individual baby needs. It actually helps improve sleep quality. So again, it's under the idea of lowering those stress hormones and keeping baby nice and calm and relaxed. It enhances their immune system. So we know nowadays that having a strong immune system is really, really important. And babies that are skin to skin are going to colonize to whatever you're bringing to the table, and actually help with their immune system. Because if any germs or anything that is on them, you're going to actually connect with those germs and viruses and whatnot, if there is any there. And your body will start to create those antibodies for your baby that you'll pass on to them through breastfeeding. Stimulates digestion and increases weight gain. Well, isn't that helpful? We are usually very concerned in the beginning of babies losing too much weight or not gaining weight fast enough. This is going to help with that. Synchronizing baby's heart rate and breathing. We know that when babies are skin to skin with the birthing parent, especially immediately after birth, baby's heart rate has to slow down, because you probably know when you've been to your doctor's appointments that baby's heart rate is actually really fast. Well, we know that babies that are skin to skin with the birthing parent, their heart rates and breathing respirations will actually synchronize. So how cool is that? It also helps regulate their blood sugar. So if you are gestationally diabetic, there's a concern about diabetes and things like that, then yeah, having baby skin to skin will help regulate their blood sugar. If you have baby bathed in the hospital, sometimes when that happens, especially if it's done too soon, that can actually cause baby's temperatures to drop, which can also lower their blood sugars. And then formula has to be started to sort of increase their blood sugars. Well, having baby skin to skin after that bath and to warm up their body, that can be very helpful. Bonding. I mean, this is one of the main reasons, right? Keeping baby on your chest, skin to skin with you, helps with that bonding. Look, we don't all immediately fall in love with our baby as soon as they come out. That's kind of a myth. Sometimes it's going to take you a little bit of time, but having baby skin to skin with you, that helps with that bonding, and that helps with not just bonding between the birthing parent, but also the partner as well. Babies get familiar with the bacteria, which helps to prevent allergic diseases. So anything you're bringing to the table, baby's going to come in contact with that. And again, it's going to help with their immune system, and it's going to help sort of colonate them to whatever you're bringing to the table. Babies kept skin to skin for the first hour after birth are more likely to latch without help, chest feed longer, and promote a good milk supply. So if feeding baby at the chest is a goal for you, if that is something that you really want to do, skin to skin and trying to get those latches in the first hour is really important, and it can be incredibly beneficial. If you miss that first hour because you've had a cesarean birth, don't worry. Just keep doing that skin to skin afterwards and keep attempting to get that baby latched on. It will come, and keeping baby skin to skin will help with that. Physical contact on the chest helps feeding parent to produce more prolactin, which is needed for feeding at the chest, and oxytocin, which also helps with feeding at the chest. That's going to get things going. We know that oxytocin is so cool. So this can all help with bonding. And again, it can help with feeding baby at the chest as well. So are there any downsides to skin? No. If there are, I don't know what they are. Is there any restrictions? Well, sometimes if baby is born premature, then we may have limited time while baby is in the NICU and potentially in an incubator to do skin to skin, but it's definitely something that you want to ask about and talk about, because even a small amount of skin to skin, because really this was designed, skin to skin was designed initially, was called kangaroo mother care, and it was designed initially for babies that were premature and being kept in isolates and in NICUs. So this can be very beneficial for even the teeny tiniest of babies. So definitely talk to your the nurses and the pediatricians in the special care nursery about doing skin to skin with your baby in the NICU, right? Yeah, I think skin to skin is the be all and end all. And I hope that I hope you've seen that, and I hope that you can enjoy this as much as me, and that when you have your baby, you do lots of skin to skin. Okay. As I say, when in doubt, if you just don't know what to do with this baby, when in doubt, skin to skin.